Welcome everybody to Touch the World's Truth Serum. I am Lady Eva J. I'm so glad that you joined us on this evening. What I want you guys to do, first of all, I want you guys to push the share button and share, share, share. Today on the Truth Serum, we got some real truth for you. Today's topic is Level Up 99. Let me sing it. Level Up 99. Do you want democracy? What does it look like? What does it look like at your SEIU Local 99? Y'all ready to talk about it? Y'all already know we can't do nothing but tell the truth. So before I bring on the guests, let's hear a little bit about them. We'll be back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up.
Hello, my name is Veronica Gaston, and I'll be running as your secretary. I will have the moral responsibility of making sure all of the information get passed on in a pertinent and organized manner, and I will do my best to ensure the well-being of all the union members. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Monique Majid Williams, and I am running for treasurer. I want to be your next treasurer because I know that members want the benefits of their contributions to go to them. I will make sure that the allocations of the monies will be able to give you the resources that you need. And I know that you want someone that will listen to you to be able to pull together the monies to benefit you. So please, it is time for a change. It is time to make a better union. Thank you for voting for me, Monique Majid Williams.
Hi, my name is Candace Jordan, and I'm running as your vice president. I'm running because I want to be your sounding board. Let me be the voice that has not been heard for you all these years. It's time for us to make a change. It's time for us to do things differently. It is time for us to be heard. Let me be your mouthpiece. My name is Candace Jordan, and I want to be your next vice president.
Hi, my name is Lanier Boyd Peterson, and I've been a part of the labor movement for the last 30 years. The reason why I would like to be your president is because I feel that all members should strive for excellence, to be victorious in purpose, not to mention they should be versed in the contract to be able to represent themselves. And this is why I would like to be your new president. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tanya Walters. I'm running as executive director. My why? To bring diversity to Local 99, to provide opportunities for all members to participate and have a voice at all membership meetings, to also make sure we're in compliance with the federal and state ADA inclusively for disabled and hard of hearing, as well as bring back the fight for the employers to know that we want safe working conditions. We want to get rid of the harassment and the bullying, stop that nepotism. Then we want to say we are equal when it comes to the workplace. Thank you.
Level up, 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 level up. Level up, 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 level up.
Fellow 99 members, we are running as your new executive board members. So members, level up!
Level up, 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 level up. Level up, 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 level up.
I'm over here bouncing. Level up, level up, level up, level up. We got two ladies gonna get them straight. Candy K, gonna get was it Lanier and Kishana's backstage? We're gonna make sure that they are cool. Welcome to Touch the World's Truth Serum, ladies. I'm gonna get the other two ladies in studio in one moment. I'm gonna pick on Candy Cane today. You know, she went a different role today. Go on and pray us in. You already know what's up.
Really? Oh, gosh. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, we just come before you giving you honor, thanks, and praise. Lord, we celebrated you yesterday as we know that you rose from the dead, and we know that you truly, truly still live. Amen. So, Father God, we just want to let you know that we appreciate you. We thank you for this road and the direction that you have us on as we step into leadership for Local 99. So, Lord, bless Lady Eva J. We thank her for allowing us this time today. And I ask that you touch each and every one of my sisters that are on with me today. Let our voices be heard and let us be understood. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. So y'all ready to level up?
Level up.
Let's
Ready to
do
level
this.
up?
Let's do it.
Candy,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Candy, why don't you do the pleasures this evening and set the stage. Introduce the lady. Set the stage for me.
All right, all right, all right. So, welcome everyone. My name is Candace Jordan. I am running as your vice president for Local 99, but I am running on with a great team of sisters, y'all, and we are ready to connect this union and make it a family and bring it back to the members because we are a member-ran union. So, first, I want to introduce to you Miss Tanya Walters. She is running for your executive director. Hello, Miss Tanya.
Good afternoon. How are you today, everyone?
All right. Welcome. Welcome.
Next, welcome. Next, we have Miss Monique Majid Williams. She is running as our treasurer. So, welcome, Monique.
All
Hello,
right.
hello.
Well, hello,
Welcome.
everyone. Nice to talk to everyone.
Great. Great.
And then we have our beautiful secretary, Miss Veronica Gaston. Welcome, Miss Veronica.
Hello. Hi. How are you guys doing? It's a
All
pleasure to be running with such beautiful queens on this slate. And I have high hopes for us and a lot of faith in the works that we're going to do in the future.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. And then we got our very own home girl, Miss Kishana Tunstall, honey. She in the trenches for us, y'all. I just love her spirit. Welcome, Miss Kishana. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
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 Awesome. And then we have our beautiful queen, Miss Lanier Boyd Peterson, who is running for president of Local 99. Welcome, Miss Lanier.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you
Awesome.
guys?
Awesome.
Blessed.
Wonderful. 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 We got Jason that's checking in. He said, glad to be on. Glad to be on. That's Jason Swanson.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jason.
Welcome, Jason.
Thank you,
Welcome,
Jason.
Jason.
So let's set the stage. Let's talk about the history. Let's start with Lady Tanya. Set me up with the history. Give me a little background to what's going on here.
So, SEIU has been around for the members, and it was started by the members actually a while back. And we're coming in today to really dismantle some of the myths when it comes to Local 99 and the history. We need to understand that everything that has to do with Local 99 is going to start from the Constitution and the bylaws. And
Mhm.
if members are not sure they understand that the Constitution and the bylaws are the Bible to the union, you really don't get how we move. And it is
Right.
our mission statement that we speak from. And our mission statement is what drives us. And then if you want to know and really know what we do as members, you start there. And you start there and you go in and it gives you an in-depth description of each position that we're taking on. And it helps members to understand that the unions are like corporations, but they operate in a whole different manner because they have to stay true to the bylaws. And when you leave the bylaws, that's when we step into our contracts. And our contracts are the Bibles of our workplace. And it's
Right.
understanding your contract that you know how you thrive and move and understand your rights within the contract. And then you have break off committees, which are your labor management. Your labor managements operate the day to day. And when you go in each contract, you will find that you are, by your contract standards, you have a labor management. And it's there you develop a team of members that will advocate for you on the day to day regarding your wages, regarding issues that come up. So we're going to keep it right up in there when we talk about the history, because we need to make sure that people know where to go and what time of the year to stop there. So if you talk about contracts, right now, one of the biggest contracts, we're in the opening. We have bargaining. And in the bargaining, just for word, transportation, if we talked about that classification, they have a real need to hashtag, they want to bid for their buses.
Mhm.
So
Right.
we take that to the contract because it's what? Contractual. And then labor management deals with the other core issues. And so Lanier and Kiki, being active labor management members, are going to speak and address some of the things that go on there, while Monique and Veronica will tell the concerns from a member's aspect. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, so which one are we going to start with first? Which one?
We're gonna have
Labor.
Kiki start us off.
Come
See
on,
how
Kiki.
she threw you on in there, Kiki? Come on, Kiki, bring it.
Come on, Kiki.
Bring the truth.
Look how she looking. She like, oh Lord.
Oh, I think she's muted. Are you
Okay,
muted? Okay, there you go.
I'm unmuted now. Hello,
Okay.
everyone. My name is Keshana Tunstall. Everyone knows me as Kiki. And basically, my job is to make sure that all members are treated fairly. It doesn't matter if we're transportation or buildings and grounds, whatever it is, it's my job to make sure that all members are treated fairly and that we can address everyone's area of concern, regardless of what it is. Also, now we're talking about our buses. We are pushing, and we need your help to push for us to be able to bid on buses again. It is very, very important. We don't like the fact that the full timers that's been at the job forever, they're driving raggedy equipment. We want everyone to be able to pick, be able to bid on their buses, keep them for 3 years. That way, you get what you want. You don't have to worry about no nasty bus. Once you clean it up, it's yours for the next 3 years. And
Yes.
we're really, really working hard, and we really, really need everyone's help to push to make sure that we get our buses back.
All right.
Thank you.
Lady Lanier. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Basically, I do want to say I know that a lot of people fail to realize that in the contract it had so many different things. And however, yes, we understand that we had a side letter and the side letter went away, but now we're trying to bring that back. And because we're in negotiation at this time, we need our buses back. We need our drivers to be the best that they can be. And when you have a great bus, you have a great driver. When you have a great bus, you have a great driver. And so I know that right now we're in open negotiation for our contract. And after the fact, it's not good enough for us. So we want buses now. We want them now. We want them now. So that's why we're fighting back to let our union know that we need you to negotiate these buses because, like myself and Tanya and even Candace, we have been here a long, long time. And when we step on the scene, we want to look good. We want to be professional, but we also want those buses to look good and be professional because people really judge you on how you look. You can come in the room as the greatest person in the world, but if your bus looking raggedy, they want to know why. And so, because we are LAUSD, the second largest in the state, we want our buses back and we feel like we need them. And so, we are going back and forth at the negotiation table. However, me and Kiki we do not sit on that seat, but we do sit in labor management, and that is the first line of negotiation. So we are standing up and we're saying, enough is enough. We need these buses back. Thank you.
And I would like to interject right there. Oh, I would like to interject right there. This is an example of democracy. So we're
Mhm.
using transportation. We're not just going to speak for just transportation. We're just giving you an example on a classification that has a major issue, can come together, organize first, come together, be strategic, Now, when you address the issue, where does it where does it fall? Is it contractual? Is it a labor management issue? If it's contractual, it needs to be done at a certain time, and that's every 3 years.
Yeah.
And when it's done, you have to be organized, you have to be strategic, you have to have all hands on deck. So today we're using an example, and I'll interject that we have several labor management teams. Issues that come up in your division, depending on what it is, you have to know when to present
Hmm. Now, I heard you say a few things, organizing and things like that. Um, you pretty much have to set order.
it. Yes.
You have to set order. Do you think it takes a special person with character and integrity to set order uh, in the midst of something like this? Because
Yes.
everybody can't do this.
Yes.
Correct.
I
You
mean,
need to make sure that you have someone that is in stand in a leader role, because to do that you need followers, and to
Mhm.
do that you need to be able to move people. We are a culture that will not follow anyone we don't like. We don't care what you have going on. If we don't like
Right,
you, we don't care if you moving the moon. We ain't coming. So
right.
yes, you do need a special person that will is able to communicate, and that's what we bring to the table today. We bring that. We started all as members, and it was issues that agitated us, that caused us to action, and then from that point we grew. We received the knowledge, we received training, we then took on that responsibility to learn what is the mission of SEIU 99. What are the things that we can do? And that's when we realize a union is the members.
Mhm. That's interesting that you say that, because being one that served uh, before on LACCD, I noticed that I was a student first, then I was a student leader. What better way to lead your people when you've seen stuff happen before? Some people
Correct.
just run. They want the position. They want the position, but they haven't been there to where they can actually experience what has went on. So
yes.
by you guys experiencing what has went on, you guys will make great leaders because you already know how to serve.
Yes, yes. And it is the experience that moves us forward. You know, it is that experience that when you become a vet in your career, you're to turn around and pull those that are you pull people up. And I think we're starting to lose the relationship, especially during COVID. We've been isolated, we're not talking. So it's important that we remember we have unions, we work for union jobs. These union jobs kept us employed all during the contract.
Yeah.
Mhm. Now, Miss Paula Benton says, I am a happy member of this union. Make it happen.
We
We
will,
will. We
Paula.
will. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. And so, when
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Tanya, what's the next thing that you want to focus on? I think you had one of the other young ladies that you wanted to go ahead and speak up on another subject.
Veronica and Monique, I want them to speak
Mhm.
from a member's experience and how they got involved, and listening, and the importance of showing up to the meetings, and really understand that that's where it takes place. It's easy to
Yes,
talk about it, but now you have members that are showing up and saying, I'm not just going to talk about it, I'm going to be about it. And now they're running for seats.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's Miss Veronica. I'm gonna unmute your mic, baby girl. There you go. Wait a
Okay,
minute.
there we go. Yeah, so I've came across a lot of concerns with a lot of the members from the union, and that's a part of the union. And so some of the concerns that we had going forward is just the buses being tied to routes, and people with a lot of seniority, like full timers, they had to bid on routes with buses attached to them that were old, raggedy, and it's like, what's the point of having seniority if you're not going to get a good bus with your route? So, and then like me and a whole bunch of other drivers, we take pride in our buses. We kept them clean. And personally, I chromed my bus out. My bus had chrome on the tires, the mud flaps, everything. And I was just like, I now since I have to bid on the bus with the route, I don't feel like doing all that now because that bus might be attached to another route going forward. So just to be able to bid on our buses and keep them from 3 years, you'll know how the bus drive. You'll pretty much already be familiar with that type of vehicle. And another thing that, the members, our concerns was the fact that when we had to go to the schools and work, when the schools were closed, we were thrown out there and it seemed like we didn't have no protection. We didn't hear nothing from labor management. When you had a concern, they tell you to go to the website and fill out an inquiry form. When you fill out an inquiry form, they really didn't get back to you. And if they did get back to you, they answered in a roundabout way that you really didn't understand. So you have people filling out multiple inquiry forms and they never really heard back from the union. And I want it to be, when we get in there and take those seats, I want it to be where somebody can fill out a form and we'll get back with them ASAP. It's not oh yeah, well, we'll see what we can do, or refer to this page or refer to that. Like, no, people want to hear it directly from the union, from the upper union, the people in those seats, because hey, we need information. And when we don't have that information and we go out there and we get in trouble and there's nobody there to protect us, who's going to step up, especially if we don't have the information. So that's why now we are really being diligent and getting the information out there to everyone that's involved. Because like I said, I know I have plenty concerns as well. And just in general, we would love for people to be more involved. We would love to bring back the morale. We would love to bring back, the membership in our union. So like I said, when people do have concerns, it'll be dealt with in a timely manner.
It's interesting. I'm listening to you talk, and you have a lot of people that complain about something, but they don't make a move and try to do something about it. They just yap, 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 yap. Y'all know this is Truth Serum. So, hey, this is my show. I can say what I want to say, but we talk about truth on here. So if you're going to run your mouth, run your mouth, run your mouth. When you time to make a decision, just sit down somewhere. Take several seats. You know what I'm saying? Join something. Be about it. Don't just flap your gums.
Exactly. And that's because I said the same thing. Like, I was one of the ones like, why they ain't telling us what to do, or why they ain't, why we don't hear from labor management, why this and why that. But I'm like, you know what? Let me do something about this. Let me become a secretary so I can get some information, so I can be not only that, but to be a voice for others as well. Like, let me do something. I mean, it's a saying, don't ask, what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. And that's just in general. Don't ask what people can do for you. Ask what you can do for people. Same thing with your job. Don't ask what your job can do for you. Ask what you can do for your job. I mean, like you said, don't talk about it. Just be about it.
Yes. And what I do, when you guys want to speak, go ahead and unmute your mic. So, Tanya, how did you feel about what I just said about, hey, you just flap your gums, just, hey.
Well, I love it because we represent LACCD, right?
Yeah.
So the issues that are core to your particular contract, the conversation comes through your labor management. But when people don't show up, I happen to be on one of the one of the LACCD meetings. You guys have monthly meetings. You log on to SEIU, depending on what union you're in, because you have several. You log on to SEIU Local 99. The calendar will show you where your meeting is at. The union needs to do better in communicating. A lot of members was like, I didn't get the link. You didn't send it. I tried to get in. I couldn't get in. What do I do? So we must do better on the staff. And then our staff is excellent. So please don't misunderstand. But there's a lot of work behind it. And so when we are out there at the various locations and we're looking for that member that is bringing the concern, we also need an active member. So don't just bring the concern, right? Oh, this is what they're doing. They're not doing it. Sit down, learn your contract, and become active in one of the meetings.
Just
Okay, so we
actors.
have a question for you from Phoenix Rising. She says,
Hey,
how do we know you guys will be different from the current executives?
well, one thing they know, I used to be the vice president, and I'll speak from my standpoint. I was that member. I was a member
Hmm.
that I really didn't pay attention to the union, didn't know what the union was about, or care less about the union. I was called to action to participate in a campaign. And from there, the reaction from the politicians sparked me. So you got to figure out what your why is. And
Yes.
from there, I ended up being the vice president. And members that know and work with me know that I come from a fact base. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to go up and down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my homework from the standpoint of
Yes.
the state laws, from the standpoint on how the state laws support the contract, on the standpoint of how did this come about. So you have to be a
Hmm.
listener. You have to engage the members. And we've gotten away from engaging the members. We
Yes.
want to almost dictate how the members are supposed to respond. And that is not how we do this. If you have 30,000 members, sink or swim, you might need to start zooming them and letting them know this is the core issue. Here's a survey. How do you feel about XYZ? And that's in all of our categories. And for me, it's engaging that training. You do better when you provide the training for members. Don't just say read, but show them where to read. If I want to learn about labor management, if I want to learn about leaves, it's COVID-19. Do we have something in place for that? That's called your safe work condition. That's an article in the back. So it's teaching people, it's listening to people, it's understanding, being transparent and accountable. I'm open. Call my name and ask me when I'm doing something wrong or you don't understand. I'm approachable. And so
Hmm.
those things fall in place in leadership, in being involved and active. I'm hands on,
Yeah.
right? But I remember where I came from.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's
So
very
thank
important. You said two
Yeah.
things. You're approachable and you remember where you came from. A lot of people get in those seats and they're like, oh, now I have, this kind of
that power
power to do
word.
That
this
power
and
trip.
to do that. But most of the time, those are people who never had power before. So they don't know
Exactly. They don't have it
what
at
to do.
home,
Yeah,
so they
I
try to
said
get
it.
at the
I
top.
said it. My name is Eva J. This is Touch the World Truth Serum. And I say it again. Okay?
And
Right.
that's an
Yeah.
abuse of power. And
That's
so it's
abusive
time.
power.
And so it's time to call those. Like right now, we're in the middle of a bargaining. We haven't
Hmm.
seen some of our uh, union staff members in a while. So
Hmm.
I'm not gonna take up all the time. I might need my own show just to give y'all some truth serum. I'm gonna share
Come
with the other
on.
lady because I got some history and I can speak from all standpoints. But
But
we
look,
might have
we
to do
moving to
this a
Thursday
one-on-one.
nights in a minute. We moving to Thursday nights in a minute. Touch the World's Thursday
Okay,
night Truth
okay.
Serum. So hey, whatever.
Yeah, so I'm gonna share because I can bring it. I can bring from a member to the staff because I got hired as a staff, from a VP, from an officer. So I got my experience, and I
Yeah.
done been some
Come
places,
on.
right? And I done moved, and I done spoke on some stages, and then I have the educational background.
Right,
So
right,
please
right.
Come on.
understand, I got I'm working on a master's right now, right? And I got
Come
some
on.
children. I got some children and some grandbabies. So I'm community based, but I ain't gonna tell all.
Yeah,
I got other ones
yeah,
that I
yeah,
want to share.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. Well, remembering where you came from, that's important. I've been working for LA Unified for over 20 years, and just as a member standpoint, knowing that I'm contributing uh, in the union, I understand what members are talking about when it comes to having proper representation and understanding what's going on, understanding the bylaws and the contracts. And so when I got that understanding that you need to know these things in order be um, to be knowing what's going on in your contract and as a union member, I just began to listen to Tanya, listen to what's important to know. And so then I began to read the contract, and then I started getting involved and going to the meetings. And I was like, oh, it's like the light bulb had turned on. And so
Hmm.
with that, so I began to really like how, as a member, the things that I had learned to be able to talk to my other coworkers. Hey, this is what's going on. Did you read the contract? Did you go on the website? There's so much important information and resources that a lot of us are not aware of. And just like you were saying, Miss Eva, uh, if you're just gonna keep talking, you're not gonna know. You got to
Yeah.
understand what is going on. It's just like anything. You're going to school to get that degree. You got to know how to get that degree. You got to understand what you need to be able to be successful. So to be successful in as members, you got to understand what is going on. And so as time went on, it made me step up and say, you know what, as a member, I can do this. I'm going to be one of the representation. I'm going to stand up for candidacy. And so, I looked at the word democracy as what is the basic meaning of democracy?
Hmm.
It's a government by the people, especially rule of the majority. That's all of us at LA Unified as we're contributing, and a government in which the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation. We're the representation. We know what drivers want. We know as a whole, as jurisdiction, what everyone is wanting. And so because of that, it does not stop at transportation. It actually uh, goes out throughout the whole jurisdiction. So to have members come to us is really important, and
Hmm.
we have to have that understanding and not just let the power go to head. Because just like Phoenix was asking, how do we know you're going to be different? Well, we are you. So the difference is we know what to stand up for, and just like Ms. Tanya said, anything that's important to you as a member, you need to bring that to the table. We want to have the open floor and have the Zooms and have things that we can now begin to talk with and understand how things are to be in order. So it's a really honor and a privilege to be able to talk to people and members, knowing what's going on for them to feel involved. Everyone wants to feel involved. If you're into something, you want to be
Yeah.
involved.
Now, before we go back to Lady Tanya, I'm going to throw a question at somebody that's on the screen. Um,
I'm gonna catch it.
but look, I see her face, but but you
No,
guys,
I caught the
the
question.
floor. The floor is open. You guys can answer questions. I know you guys are looking. You guys are watching. I see you. I see the numbers. I even see in the spirit the ones that don't want me to know that you're watching. You just let me scroll up. That's all right. You're getting the message. I see you. I feel you. I love you. So pushing on. Candace. She knew it was coming.
I knew it was
The
coming.
young lady. What's your name? The one that's sitting with Tanya right now.
Monique.
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 Okay, Monique, we were talking, you said something earlier about reading, reading. Now,
Yes.
people join organizations. It's just not just unions. I'm not just picking on folks that's out there, but we as a people, we just don't like to read. We'll complain before we read. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Candace, why do you think that we don't like to read our information?
I think we don't like to read because we're so used to somebody else giving it to us easy. So why
Mm,
read when I can just go to somebody else and they will just give it to me? So they've gotten
Mm-hmm.
mm,
complacent with that, and they rather go on the urban legend of what they've heard over the years or what has been passed on instead of actually trying to find it out for themselves. They won't even take the time
right.
to go ask somebody that's a part of the union to make sure that whatever they're hearing is credible. So it's a little bit
Mm,
of laziness in regards to finding out your own information. And I think
mm,
it has a little bit to, and I think people have to look at it differently. Um, it's more about self-care. Because if you care about yourself, you care about your livelihood, you care about your employment, you care about taking care of your family, you need to make sure that whatever's going on at that job is all right so that you can keep
But
your
add
livelihood
to
and your
Candy,
family together, you know.
add
So
language.
say
A
it
Ooh,
lot
again.
of members don't understand the language. And so when
That's
y'all
you
made
don't
me itch right there.
understand, when you
that's
don't
true too.
understand the language, and we have to do a better job in breaking it down to the common language. when people
Yeah.
understand that there's a shall and a must and a maybe, those are non-negotiables. That maybe is contingent on who you're working for. It is the
Mhm.
decision of the person that you're sitting under. But those musts and those shalls, I don't need to argue with you because you shall do it and you must make it happen.
You must make it happen. That's
Mhm.
That's what Paula
guaranteed.
said. Make it happen. Now I'm
And
gonna say something
and you know,
that people really ain't gonna like in a minute, and I'm just gonna say it because I can't be nobody but Eva J. If y'all don't
that's
like who's in office, don't vote
Remove them.
for them. Get them out the office
Get them out.
and put
right.
somebody that's
Don't
gonna
get them
make it
out.
happen.
But it's
I
also
said it
name
and I'll
recognition.
say it again.
It's name
Well, may I
recognition.
say
And
something, Miss
sometimes,
Eva?
Yeah, is
oh,
that
this
Miss
is fine.
Lanier? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm so happy you threw that out there.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't a matter of me not liking them, but if you can't do what I can do, then I need you to step to the side and let the
Yes.
pro do what they do. And at the end of the day, you know, hey, we have to stand up for people. We have to be able to represent people. And if you don't have that quality, then how can you even go out there and speak for me? You can't speak for me because you don't know what I do. And that's
Yeah.
where the problem came in. And I feel like, you know, with all my sisters, they have great qualities. You know, Tanya, you know, she may be the public speaker, but I'm the move person. I'm going to make sure that what's right by the law, you will abide,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not. So we each have our techniques, but at the end of the day, as a whole, we make a powerful group.
Yeah.
Monique, she has her itch. Kiki have her itch. Veronica have her itch. Candace have her itch. But once we put all of that together, then we can all make everybody itch. Because when we
Right.
come in the room, we're not just coming in the room just representing one classification. That's why we
Yeah.
don't never mention the classification. Because we at a as a whole, as a body, we want to represent everybody. So how do I feel that I'm different? Well, I have 30 years in this business, not
Mm.
just transportation, but I have 30 years of labor representing people in the
Mm-hmm.
labor movement. So at the end of the day, I'm a member just like you are. But guess what? I don't come from an employee standpoint. I come from a member standpoint. So that's why my caseload is 100% because I can feel or I've been through what the next person has been through. If you ain't never walked in the person's shoes, how you know how them shoes fit? It's
Right.
Mm-mm.
impossible.
It's
At the end of the
impossible.
day, it's
It's
impossible.
impossible.
And so that's why we're so good at what we do. That's why we're ordained for this time. This
Say that
time
again. You
is
said a
our
word. You said a word right there.
we're ordained for this time. So you
Yes.
know, you might as well just go ahead and pack up your stuff because we are ordained for this time.
For this time.
That I do know. So it
Yes.
don't matter about what nobody say. It don't matter about how you feel. When God say it, it's done.
It's
It's
done.
done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
done.
done.
It's done. Look, as
We
we
need
So
to
said
get
on
the
that
seat warmers
card,
out of
it is
there.
finished. It is
right.
finished. Okay, as he would
Yeah.
say. It's
So
something
but
about
so
it's
being
let
able to
it's
work as a
watching them.
team. You know, we have to be
mhm.
able to work as a team. We can't have seat fillers. You can't just
Nope.
have to have a position to have something before or after your name. You have to
Hmm.
move. You have to
Yeah.
work.
Exactly.
You have to serve. Why we
Yes.
put you there for a reason, not for you to look. You don't look that good. We don't want to see you
Right.
looking. You know, you ain't looking that
Hmm.
good to tell you the truth. We want you to move. We want you to, like you said,
Exactly.
remember where you come from.
Yeah.
When you was on the other side of the desk, when you had some
Mhm.
issues, when you had to do some inquiries, when you didn't understand the language, as Tanya
Hmm.
said, you know, make a
Right.
change and do differently. Show people that things can be done differently and restore the faith back into
Right.
SEIU Local 99. And that's what we want to do.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
the interesting part, some people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say. I keep saying this, but y'all eat the meat and spit out the bones. It don't even matter. Most people who are called to lead don't even want to be leaders,
No.
but they have to be leaders.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happens
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
you
It
know
just
Uh-huh.
what?
happens like that.
You are so right. You are so right. And here's the thing. You know, when God spoke and he said, Lanier, I need you to walk in this. Literally, I was in a meeting. And when you're in a meeting with a lot of people that you really like or you can stand, You know,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, when God is telling you to do something, you may not understand what God is telling you to do, but you have to be obedience, because
Obedience.
obedience is better than sacrifice. And so I began to just sit in this meeting, and I was like, God, you want me to tell these people that I'm not finna run on their slate? He said, yeah, that's exactly what I want you to tell them. And at that time, I was the only person that would that stood up and said, no, enough of this. I can't walk like this any longer. And so I know that you're right. I didn't want to do this, and I don't have no personal agenda to do it. But what I do have is a need for people. I need to help people. And so when you put in that predicament, because nobody was there to really help me through what I
Mhm.
had to get through,
Right.
hey, it was training. I thank God for the people who trained me, but at the end of the day, it was me and God. Them lonely
Yeah.
nights when I was crying, them lonely nights that I didn't have an education because I wasn't educated. I just got educated. I put my kids through college, and I said, you know what? It's time for me. Self-care, Candace. It's time
That's
for
it.
me to start stepping up and getting some
Yes.
education. So I went ahead and went and got my AA, and then turned around and got my BA. So yes, I get it. But I was a parent for 30 years in
Yeah.
this with no
Mm.
education. And I felt
Right.
like, oh God, I can't walk up, but God prepare you for stuff. He start pushing you into stuff. So that way,
Won't he
when it's your
push you?
time, it's your time.
Lord have
Look at
At the
mercy.
Candy's
end of the
face.
day.
So we got another question. We got another question on the floor, and here we go. Before you go into negotiations, will you talk to the members to find out what their needs are? Somebody take it.
Absolutely. That's why we started creating the Zooms. Due to COVID-19, we can't come together as we used to do meetings. We're
Mhm.
creating the Zooms to have the meetings to get the feedback. It is important that we get the feedback. What we've seen in the past, the bargaining teams come together. They're selected by the current administration, but those individuals are not coming back to the members. And in order to negotiate, because it's a large contract, there's a survey that needs to take place to get the strength of where the members want us to lay the concerns. Now, granted, you can't do everything, but you can do the important things.
Yeah.
And when you know that, you don't assume that. You have to ask. And as the executive team, you also have to realize sometimes it might not be in your best interest, it might be the member's best interest. But as a
Mhm.
member led, as an executive director, I am the overseer, I am the management, I am the functioning of the union. The executive board and myself work as a team. And in whatever classification that is speaking, if they have all of the members, 100% of the members are on stand up for this particular issue, it is our due diligence to support the members.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
yes, it is important. It's a major factor in negotiating. It's talking to the members for feedback.
Hmm. So where are we at in the stage right now? What stage are we in right now? What is it that we
So
need to
we're
Well,
do?
in the stage of gathering votes so that we can be put on the ballot. So we're in
signatures.
campaign mode. So we need to get at least 100 signatures so that we can go on the official ballot. So the last day of voting is this Friday, April 9th. So you can vote by signing a paper petition, or you can vote by electronic. We can send you out our links, and you can do it electronically, and you'll get a confirmation back from the union about who you voted for. It gives you a timestamp and all of that stuff. So there are two ways to vote, either paper or electronically. But we're on crunch this week. So this is the
Can
time
I?
that we're ahead.
Mhm.
Lanier?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to make it clear that those are just signature petitions. That's what they are, just to get us on the ballot. But it will be a ballot that comes out, and it will be coming out at the end of April.
So they're going to send it out in the mail. Look for it in the mail, because I know a lot of you guys so mad at the union, you might throw it in the trash, but I need you to pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. I'm just saying. Pay
Right.
attention to it. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to it.
Pay attention.
Because
Pay
it will
attention.
be in this little envelope. And I need you to pay attention to it. I'm going to keep on saying that. That's a
Pay
trap.
attention.
Pay
That's a
attention.
Hashtag pay attention.
Pay attention.
because once you get that, then that's your real ballot, and it will have, some literature in there, and it'll have our faces on there, our beautiful faces, and then you can read about us and all of that. But I need you to pay attention. Pay attention
Pay
to that little
attention.
bit.
Hashtag pay attention.
Yeah, and
Pay
then you gotta
attention.
have it back. You gotta have it back by May, way in advance, and certify it. Because I don't want
Yeah.
nobody to claim that you didn't send it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I want them to be certified. I will pay for the certification if you don't.
Okay.
I'm just
And
saying.
y'all don't be
Because
waiting to the
we won't-
last minute either.
Don't wait till the
Y'all know
last.
how
No,
we
don't wait
do.
to the last minute. Don't
Well,
wait till the last minute.
we'll do some ballot location parties or ballot, gatherings where it is in compliance with COVID-19, but to make it easy for you, we will put something together so you can bring it in one location and make sure we receive all of those. So we're going to make it simple and make sure that it is convenient for our seniors, the retirement committees, for our child care, which is once again one of our jurisdictions we represent is child care. And so we're going to need some of the child care members because we got to go back to work.
Yes.
And we need to have you watch our children while they are calling us to go back to work. So we love our child care members. So yes, we're going to put it together and make it happen.
Yes. Can you tell the people again? Somebody's asking where do we submit our signatures before the 9th. Somebody may have missed that that memo.
Hey, Zanae, Phil, she's so beautiful. Yeah, you can click on our links. We have it on our Facebook pages, and we have it on the California Bus Drivers Hall of Fame of Los Angeles page as well. And you can also do a wet signature on the paper. Link would be better.
So Candace, if you have those links, go ahead and put them in the comments. That way they'll be here. Victoria said, "Hey ladies." We see Christina Lyons said, "Hey y'all." Let me see. Terry Jackson said, "Hey ladies." Hi ladies.
Hi,
So you guys got some got some supporters here. Do you think because of the pandemic, people are having a tougher time getting their point across?
I would say yes. Due to the pandemic, there's a lot of emotional anxiety. People have been not locked in, but people have been home alone for a while. And that's not to say which members have lost individuals. And now it's time to come back. And some of those members have suffered from the COVID-19 virus themselves. So this season is a very harsh season. But one thing I haven't heard is anything in place to provide some comfort or therapy for our members. Because you're talking about, I need to come back and work. I am emotionally drained. I have no bandwidth. How do I get back out here? I'm afraid. And so those conversations need to take place. And I don't think the employer or the union is really putting something together so people can talk it out.
Yeah. Now we have somebody here. I heard somebody say something about child care. We got one of the baddest and anointed child cares that's watching. She said she's a part of the union. I'm ready. Denton Family Child Care. Everybody can't take care of Eva J's godchildren. I got 19 of them, and she takes care of one of them, and she got orders. That's Miss Paula.
Hey, Miss Paula, I have heard so many good things about you, Miss Paula. AJ loves Miss Paula.
Yes. And she's saved, sanctified, filled with the precious blood of the Holy Ghost. Yes, I said it. Now we got one more person. We have another question. It says, can someone who is retired still be a part of the union? Somebody take it.
Absolutely. We have a retirement committee and a retired seat. So we were looking for someone to run for that seat.
They need to be qualified. They need to be a dues paying member for at least 1 year. You call me, I'll
Mhm.
send you the link. You need 10 signatures. You get those 10 signatures, then you now can sit in that seat to represent all the retired members. But we need someone that is strong and vocal. So yes,
Mhm.
we
Miss
need
Constance
a
is
vocal.
vocal.
Yes, she is. So we
Uh-huh.
call it.
And Candy just put that big old link. I didn't cover up all y'all faces with this beautiful link. All y'all got to do is go to the comments and look on there and feel free to chime in. Lady Tanya, what else? You said something about myths at the beginning of this. Are there any more myths?
Yeah, I think that
Mhm. Let's
we
talk
talk
about
about power and abuse. And so I'm hearing a lot of I am the chief negotiator when that is not the base of the requirement for the position. That is an
it. Mhm.
added position. Now, your position is constituted and by law written. So there's things that speak directly to your assignment and your duties. Now, you might bring an extra additional strength, whether it is organizing, chief negotiator, or negotiating. But we have staff that do those things. We have staff that we pay in the organization that we hire to be negotiators for us. We have what is it? Communications. We have
Mhm.
staff. So that is the team. So I think sometimes we get, we want to summarize what it is that we do, and that is not all that we do in that position.
Mm. Did y'all understand that?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know you did. Now here's something that just really excites me because I get excited when I see women leaders. No pun
Woo!
intended, but I just believe this is the season for the women to step to the forefront. Because there's something
Yeah.
about, women get things done. Y'all can
We just
like me or not
do.
like me. I don't
We just
care. This is my
do.
show. I don't care.
We
It's
That
the
just
part.
truth.
do it.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? This is something, it's something about this season. The women are being put on the front lines. And here's the thing that you guys have to remember. When you're a leader, you must be greasy. And I use the term greasy because people get so fickle and they like, what, I don't know why they did it. You gotta be just let it's not personal. Just let just let it slide on off. Slide. You'll never really know that Eva's upset about anything unless you really know my
Right.
personality.
Right.
And I'll wait till I get home and then I'll be like, Candace, that's my vent buddy. But she'll know my personality when it changes. We'll lock eyes and we can talk with our eyes and stuff like that. But never let them see you sweat.
No.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And it's interesting you say that, Miss
Yeah.
Eva,
Hmm.
because I think the stereotype of all Black women is sometimes very intimidating.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I kind of hear that, but I'm not running as a bus driver. I'm running as an
No.
educated individual that has the qualities and the background, experience, and education, like all of the sisters here, to represent and hold a position.
Yes.
But
Right.
you judge me as I already know. So you can't intimidate us by, oh, they're all Black. I know I'm Black. I show up Black every day. So
Every
Black
day.
is not the threat, right? You're threatened because we take the time to understand something that you won't put that energy in. So
Right.
it becomes we get, you're all bus drivers. Okay, we can be all cafeteria workers, we can be all mothers. But when
Yeah.
we come here, we are advocates for 30,000 individuals.
Right.
Yes.
And you have to have a certain background to be able to take calls all through the day, drive a bus, take care of your children, go to school, and handle your business. That's balance. Because don't none of us on here look older than what we are. You can't tell me what we are. We can start a fundraiser right on
You
that.
can't tell me I ain't 25. You can't tell
That
me I'm
part right
not
there.
25. Okay?
So
Right.
the myth is the individuals are trying to create this. They are all Black. They are all bus drivers. What does that have to do if Lanier represents you and you get your job back? Right.
What does
Mm,
that have to do with if we go into the labor management meetings and they dismiss things that they put in place having to do with your rights? That we're here to make a difference. We are here to create change. We are here to let people know that the unions are important. It is the leaders, as people say, you got to
right.
watch and get rid of. So hold us accountable. We have an open door for that.
Yes.
But don't come with
Okay,
no crazy.
right. We got another question. Here we go. Why are the union dues based on our salary and there's no difference in the representation of the union? Who wants to take that?
Well, I,
We'll let Miss Tanya.
so according to Local 99 out of all the unions, the employees in that union had a lower salary. So if you look at SEIU 1000, you look at the nurses, their salaries were higher. So they had a fixed, if they did fixed dues at SEIU 99, half of them couldn't pay them. So they came up with a base of 2%, meaning whatever classification that you rep, it's only 2% of that goes to the dues. And so the dues are in place to do, what we need to do and organize and the operations and those things that we have to have in place. Now the representation, now you're talking about the staff. We we don't have enough we don't have enough staff at 99. That is a problem. So
Mhm.
we do need to come back in and restructure that. Now we have marvelous staff, don't get it twisted, but we need to
Right.
restructure that. And we have a
That's
lot
right.
of directors now. We have a lot of managers now, and we only have what, 3 or 4 union organizers, internal or external. So we got to get to a place. I understand empowerment, but we also need representation from staff trained organizers. And that's
Yeah.
very important because half of our staff are not getting the training they need to be proficient in the laws and the things that we need to understand.
That was good. Here's
That
the
was
thing I love about you guys. If you really know what you're doing, you can answer the questions. So for those who tuck your tail and run, mm, y'all really ain't ready. I said it
Okay.
and I ain't taking it back. It's my
I
show.
got
Say what I want to say.
we take it.
So is there anything else you want to bring to the table while we're here?
I do want to say one thing, if I may, Miss Eva.
Yes, ma'am.
As far as the representation, yeah, we're fully aware that, staff needs help. They need the proper training. But I've always said this, and I'm going to still say this. If you need a rep, feel free to call me. If you need a
Mhm.
rep, feel free to call me, because at the end of the day, you can pick your rep. And if you feel like that they're not doing anything for you, call somebody else. Because why pay, you know, for something that you're not benefiting from? That doesn't make any sense.
right.
Mm-mm.
Now there's that number again. Y'all see that text 626-733-8778. It says vote and the links will be sent to you. Okay? Y'all don't be waiting. Y'all just be sitting here looking. Y'all be like, well, I don't know what to do when you wasn't listening because we didn't told y'all what to do. And
And
then,
then keep in mind, Miss Eva, that the
uh-huh.
administration has been there for 6 years. And in the 6 past
Mm.
years, I ain't seen you. Just throw that out there. This ain't my show, but I'm gonna throw some stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, teacher.
Right. So we just don't show up during negotiations. There's
Right.
365 days. Where are you
Yeah.
on them other days?
That's it.
Mhm.
Right.
That's
Mhm.
it. That's
So
it.
if
Well, in a
it's
minute they're
time
gonna be
to
at
talk,
home because they're finna get their place taken.
so it's time to just hold people accountable. It's not to throw stones because we all have our problems, but it's saying
Right.
we as members, we no longer are asking. We're demanding for representation.
Right.
We're no longer asking, we're demanding because we are the important, worthy people that come to work every day and do the job. And we need to
Yeah.
hold people accountable.
Yeah.
I think she froze. Take over,
He
Lanier.
froze.
Yes. Yeah,
She'll
but
be back.
yeah, at the end of the day, if you haven't seen somebody and they stepping into your school or they're calling you over the phone, you don't need them. Because at the
Right.
end of the day, here's the thing. Why were when I was in trouble, why you didn't find me? When I was
Yeah.
calling that union hall, why you didn't find me? When I
Right.
was sitting on there making them inquiries that you guys claim that we need to do and you gonna get back to us in 48 hours, no, where were you
Right.
at? So don't come here now. At the end of the day, I don't even know you. Half of the people don't even know who you are. They don't.
Right.
They didn't even know you were whatever position you were in. They don't even know you. So no, stop putting people in seats that's just being seat warmers. It's time out for that. It's time to really see what and how you can change the world as well. We
That's
can
Right.
it.
change it, but we can teach you how to change it as well. And if we're together, we can all change the world.
Most
I
Right.
love
definitely.
you
Now,
guys.
kind of look like she's a little quiet storm up there. Little
Oh
quiet
yeah.
storm.
Yeah, yeah,
Unmute your
yeah.
mic, quiet storm. I'm watching you. Out. So you got to watch out for them quiet ones because they listen, they absorb, and they take in everything. And then when it's time to talk and take off, boom, there you. I know a quiet storm when I see one. What you got to say, Kishana?
Well, one thing that I love to do, just like you said, I do listen and I listen very well. I take excellent notes. And if I hear something that don't sound right to me, guess what I do? I am researching my tail off because I want
Right.
to make sure that I have facts when I bring things back to the members. And that's
Yes.
pretty much it.
Okay. Well,
I
what we gonna do? We gonna go around. We gonna go around the table, and I want you just to speak your heart. We're gonna go in this order. We'll go with Kishana, and then we'll come to Lanier, then we'll come to Candace, and then we'll go to the double duo up there. Veronica's in the waiting room, but her camera's not on, so I know she can hear us. I'm gonna take everybody off, including myself, and we're gonna go with Kishana first, Lanier second, Candace third, and then Tanya. So stand by when you see yourself on the screen by yourself. Then you just go ahead and take off. We're going to do it like this, like this, like this, and go.
All righty. What I want to tell everyone is that with us leveling up local 99 and making changes is very important because we actually care about people. We care about our job. We have great integrity, work ethic, and we are here for you guys. We want to make sure that we hold people accountable for the things that they say that they're going to do, including ourselves. So we are here for you guys, and we want to make sure that we make our union strong because the union is only as strong as its members, and that's our goal. Thank you.
So everyone, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you first and foremost. But I want to tell you that, like Kishana said, we're only as strong as we are. Now, it doesn't have anything to do with the union. It's us as a whole. We are the union. It's no I's in union. It's we. And if we stick together and we do what we have to do and we get trained to be the best that we can be and to be victorious in purpose, guess what? We'll all stand up. So we won't need anybody to speak for us because we'll be able to speak for ourselves. But by all means, I do believe that we have to keep people and hold people accountable for what the actions that they have played. And if they haven't played any in your life, then it's time to cancel them out. So I just thank you guys for just looking in right now. But I feel like it's time out for playing game and it's time to level up and do what we need to do as a whole. So welcome to the new Local 99. We love you. Thank you.
Hey, you guys, I just want to say to you that if you have been frustrated, like I have been frustrated, which is the reason why I chose to run as your vice president,
It's time to use your voice. It's time to use your power as a member and vote. Because if you don't vote, you really don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to complaining. Be actionable. Use action and vote for us. Get us in there so we can make some changes and then hold us accountable. We are you, you are us. We're a team out here. SEIU Local 99 is a family across the board. We are family and we are here to work together. Members, we have to unite. Let's make some changes. But the way those changes are going to happen is if you guys vote. Vote today. Spread the word. Just don't keep this message to yourself. Spread it. Tell it to somebody who needs to hear it. Spread it to the person that's a naysayer that has unfortunately lost their trust in the union. Tell them, like, look, the sun is rising. A new day is dawning. We got some folks in there that's ready to change the game for us. Vote, 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 vote. And that will make all of the difference. Thank you.
Hold on. I got to unmute y'all because we can't hear you. So you're going to have to start over. Unmute your mic. There you go.
Thank you. As Ms. Candace has said, that we need to stand strong together. That is important as members. As a member myself, standing strong is real important because to get things done, you need to understand what you need to do. Come to the meetings. Reach out if there's anything that you do not understand. It's time to stop complaining. It's time to understand how to get things done and in order. With this being said, it means to learning together. Spread this to other members. Don't allow them to just complain. Explain to them how to get things done. It's time for our voices to be heard. When we're not heard, things are not done. So understand that it is important for you. It is important for me. I'm a member. So I do know that you have the understanding of when we trust one another, that's where we can move things. We can have things happen. So understanding, knowing is the best key. So thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you because we are members together. Thank you.
And
All right. I'm bringing everybody back in the house. Let me see here. Let me see here. I have enjoyed you ladies on this evening. We must do it again. Oh, wait. Let me look. Let's get out of here. Tanya, come on and talk, girl. Hold on. Let me set you up, girl. Hold up. We can't do that without Tanya, baby. We can't do that without Tanya. We be back. Gotta take it, girl.
Well, once again, I want to say thank you for just allowing the opportunity to put our names on the ballot. I want to start by that. And then saying that we've already been showing up. So by allowing us the opportunity to show up, we will show out. We will represent you. We are here. And for those that know me, you already know that I have an open door policy. And so we can't do it without you. And so as members, the union is very important. And I would hate to see that people disengage because of misunderstanding. So I want to ask you to come together and give us a chance. And I bet you we show up because we're going to level up. Thank you.
Y'all know we had to come back and bring girl in there. Oh, wait, I see Veronica back there. Veronica back. Let me see. I got to make sure everybody back in here. Let me make sure. You know, I get real silly when I get sleepy, so I'm silly by nature. But for those of you guys who missed the video before, I'm going to go ahead and play it one more time. And then once it's finished, we're going to come back and wave to you guys because I know y'all want us to wave to you, especially the people that didn't really push the little button and y'all just letting it scroll and be like, I don't want them to see me. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. I'm going to talk about y'all the whole show because I can. Why? Why? Because it's my show. We'll be back. Don't y'all go nowhere. We're going to tell them bye in a minute. Stand by.
4, 3.
What you say, baby? What you say, baby?
Veronica didn't get her chance.
Where's she at?
I'm right here.
Hey, Veronica, go ahead. Hold on. Give you the screen. Hold on, Bo. Hold on, Bo.
All right,
Go ahead.
there we go. So, members, it is time to level up for real. The time is now. I am running for your secretary. I will do my due diligence to bring back the order and bring back the morale that needs to be brought back to the union. I am speaking as a member right now because, much like yourselves, I am tired of the way things are going now, and I want to see change. And it has to start with me. It has to start with the executive board. It has to start with us just coming together as a whole to make this difference. So please get out there and get the signatures on the paper so that we can get our names on the ballot, and so that we can do our service for you guys, and so that we can make a difference for you guys. We can be your voice box. We can be your confidant, your friend, everything that you need, because it is time. And we love you all. Thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you so much for your consideration. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Yes, Lord. We'll be back to wave at y'all in a minute. Somebody said, I'm so proud of all of you. Great blessings are coming
Miss
your way. That's from
Jackie.
Jacqueline
We
Elliott.
love Miss Jackie.
Y'all
Thank you,
stand
Miss
by
Jackie.
Yeah,
so
we
we
love
can wave at y'all. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Don't go nowhere, ladies. Don't y'all leave me back here by myself. We'll be back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up.
Hello, my name is Veronica Gaston, and I'll be running as your secretary. I will have the moral responsibility of making sure all of the information get passed on in a pertinent and organized manner, and I will do my best to ensure the well-being of all the union members. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Monique Majid Williams, and I am running for treasurer. I want to be your next treasurer because I know that members want the benefits of their contributions to go to them. I will make sure that the allocations of the monies will be able to give you the resources that you need. And I know that you want someone that will listen to you to be able to pool together the monies to benefit you. So please, it is time for a change. It is time to make a better union. Thank you for voting for me, Monique Majid Williams.
Hi, my name is Candace Jordan, and I'm running as your vice president. I'm running because I want to be your sounding board. Let me be the voice that has not been heard for you all these years. It's time for us to make a change. It's time for us to do things differently. It is time for us to be heard. Let me be your mouthpiece. My name is Candace Jordan, and I want to be your next vice president.
Hi, my name is Lanier Boyd Peterson, and I've been a part of the labor movement for the last 30 years. The reason why I would like to be your president is because I feel that all members should strive for excellence, to be victorious in purpose, not to mention they should be versed in the contract to be able to represent themselves. And this is why I would like to be your new president. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tanya Walters. I'm running as executive director. My why? To bring diversity to Local 99, to provide opportunities for all members to participate and have a voice at all membership meetings, to also make sure we're in compliance with the federal and state ADA, inclusively for disabled and hard of hearing, as well as bring back the fight for the employers to know that we want safe working conditions. We want to get rid of the harassment and the bullying, stop that nepotism. Then we want to say we are equal when it comes to the workplace. Thank you.
Level up, 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 level up. Level up, 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 level up.
Fellow 99 members, we are running as your new executive board members. So members, level up!
Level up, 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 level up. Level up, 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 level up.
I'm over here dancing, y'all. That's all we got for y'all today. Let's wave at them, ladies. Level up, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.